Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. We knew we had a big crowd. They're anxious to get going. I'm going to rush through a little bit. But first of all, welcome Tim Cross, Grandmaster from the UK, as a commentator for us. We really, really appreciate it. He's joined by co-commentator Kent Goulding, Grandmaster from the US. So US versus UK, which is exactly what this match is. So in our match, we have Steve Bibby and Jay Hayter playing against Kent Goulding and Karen Davis. Steve Bibby has been playing backgammon competitively for over 35 years, winning the UK championship as far back as the 90s and the Nordic Open Doubles in 2002. Jay Hayter is a newcomer to tournament backgammon, only arriving on the scene in early 2023, but very competent. Her first year of live backgammon include 3 finals with impressive 2 wins, Brighton and Manchester. Kent Goulding, we all know, who was inducted in the American Backgammon Hall of Fame, 2015. Just a ton of credentials behind him. And of course, Karen Davis, co-founder of Women's World of Backgammon, and a Master Class 2 winner of the US BGF Women's National Championship in 2022. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. We'd ask you all to remain muted, and I think we've got a lot to talk about. What we're going to do is review the moves as they're making them, and then at the end they're going to come in afterward and tell us how it is. So if everybody's ready, and everybody's muted, Francis, right?
Everyone is muted.
Question. Will we be able to hear the players' discussions
No,
with themselves?
no, we will not.
We won't be able to hear that. Okay.
Yeah, we can't, because then they would hear you telling them how stupid they've been. So that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on, everybody. Is everybody ready? You all good?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, Tim and Kit, hold on. I'm going to tell Karen to push the button. Hold on. We're good to go. Good luck.
Hi, it's Tim Cross here, and I'm with Kit Woolsey. We were talking before, it's an America versus USA match, but this is far from the case with my co-commentator. I'm a great admirer of his. I'm absolutely honoured to be commentating with him. We've never actually met, but he doesn't know that I've been following him for a long time, and he is a great player.
Hi, Tim. Glad to meet you.
Hi, Kit. Yeah, so I'm honoured to be commentating with you. I'll try and I hope we can share some good insights into this. Have you anything you'd like to say, Kit?
Oh, I'm just waiting for the match to get going.
Yeah.
Wait, let me find out if.
Looking forward to it.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, so
early choice here. Making the 5-point is generally better. The problem with hitting is that it strips the 8-point. Something like a 4-2 would be better to hit because you wouldn't be stripping the 8-point along the way.
This is being played a bit quickly.
Yeah, this is not so clear to me.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, they're taking the time.
I would make the defensive anchor and play 13-11.
Yeah, I think how they work as a team is that Jay makes the play, and then they have a discussion about whether they'd like to, talk about it or just get on with the play.
Right, which is exactly the way a doubles team should do.
Now, also, you should know that white is Karen and Kent. I'm right about that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Well, certainly right to split with, to come out with a 6. The 3, I guess continuing is right. The problem with the other 3s is 13-10. gives hitting threes in addition to all the other hitters. And 6-3, you don't really want the point. You don't really want the blot there now. So yeah, I think I'll go along with this play.
I agree.
I mean, if I could come out with a 6 and then do nothing with the 3, I would probably choose that.
Well, in that case, then surely 6-3 is better than nothing. So,
well,
maybe.
No, it's not better than nothing.
All right.
That's the whole thing. You don't want to, with a bunch of blot hitting to be done, you don't really want to
A blotting ball.
have that blot on the 3-point, which isn't that easy to cover. Yeah, this looks pretty clear to hit 2 here.
Yeah.
Puts a lot of pressure on. Oh, big roll. Now Black's under a little pressure to clean this mess up. Oh, whoa!
Oh, no. Oh, yeah,
that's misclick. Have to keep hitting on the 5 points clear. Oh boy! I hate to say it, I would hit. I think when the opponent's got the 5-point slotted, you really want to go out of your way to stop them from making it. And they've got the stronger board. I mean, playing 24-18 just gives Black open season. It's like no bad rolls. I really don't like this. I know 8-2 hit breaks the 8-point.
Yeah, it's a break in the 8-point.
Million blots, but they do have the stronger board, and they won't after this roll, after this play. I mean, can you even find a bad roll for Black here?
I've got to say that I would play 24-18 because of losing the 8-point, but that I'm willing to learn. You know, I think it's intriguing.
Well, one ninth of the time they flunked.
Yeah.
No swing, huh? Did that happen? Was that was that 1/9 of the time?
Yeah, so somebody's danced. So yeah, Black is
now
done.
do they have a cube here out of nowhere?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. With all those blocks.
Well, I just follow my rule. Is it a take? Damned if I know. Therefore, I double.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. You don't have to think about these. That's the nice thing about it. You just look at this and say, "Well, is it a take?" I don't know. All right.
Marty's just saying that he agrees with you. So again, I'm not going to argue with you and Marty at the same time. So that
it might be a huge take. It might be a huge pass. Who the hell knows?
It's certainly a double, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Oh, they passed. Yeah.
Well, they passed it. Oh, I didn't see they actually had doubled. Okay.
Are we going to analyze it afterwards, Kate? Because I'm really intrigued on the 6-2 that you and Marty both agree with the hit. I'm really intrigued. That's certainly a learning experience for me.
It's called kill or be. It's called kill or be assassinated. It's
absolutely,
better to kill.
absolutely. I can see that, but that is really taking it to extreme, which is what I want to learn. You know, if that is
I would play 20-14 here, and in the other plays, would involve something like 13-8, which strips the midpoint and overloads the 8-point. Just keep going. Yeah, that looks right. For one, probably 13-9, 24-23 seems reasonable.
That's right.
Good time to split, covering the outfield, not much, double covering, not much danger. Okay, here I think you have to double hit.
Yeah, we need some time with all Black's.
Black's threatening to do too much, and there's no particularly good way to play this constructively. So double hit and hope for something better next turn. It's not, the double hit's not great, certainly, but what are you going to do?
Exactly. That there's nothing good, and the option is 24-20, 14-13, and it's just too basic. We just need to do something. It's just, Yeah, they found it. No,
There you
no
go.
surprise.
Uh-oh. We may have a cube coming here.
Not quite.
Play 14-8. I think you're about one roll short of the cube, but this is very that play I would cube. That's just suicidal.
Yeah, this has got to be that. Yeah.
I
I
think
think it's slightly early.
one roll short. I mean, I wouldn't object to it.
No.
Well, this doesn't do very much. Probably right to play 9-8 rather than just leaving that blot dangling, and probably 13-11 with 9-8. I think is better. 24-22 doesn't do much. 13-11 leaves a couple of indirect shots, but we really want that checker bearing down on both the bar point and the 5 point. Oh, great shot. Okay, now it's an even game again. You know, 24-20, 11-5 is easy, and then we'll play a mutual holding game. Not much choice there. And 6-3. Just build the board. I could either play 13-8 or 6-4, 6-3. I would slightly prefer 6-4, 6-3, but not a big deal. This is sort of an annoying rule. You don't really want to play 8-2. Can you afford 13-9 and 8-6? Yeah, I think so.
With a stronger board.
It's not that easy. You know, White has some decent hitters, but he does so at his own risk. All right, so 13-7, 8-7, and we'll see what happens.
Marty is saying he would have hit with that 6-2.
They were the one in the first place. In game one.
I'm on game 2 right now.
Yeah. Marty said yes on game 1.
All right. That's
the thing I'm most interested in so far. It's a really fascinating play.
This play I'd take my time on a lot.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was really quick. I mean, it's probably the right play. I think they're ahead in the race by a little bit. And it's not that much danger of being attacked, although there is some. I don't think you can afford to do any hitting here. I think you just play 7-3, 6-4, and eat it if the other guy escapes. I mean, you still have a fine position.
Yeah.
So this is Marty. They unmuted. They requested me to unmute, so I'm unmuted.
Brilliant. Nice to meet you, Marty. Again, somebody I follow and I don't know. So, well, I do from our Facebook interactions, don't you, Marty?
Oh yes, Tim. Sure.
Nice
to speak with you in person, or sort of.
I think the downside of this is just so much greater than the upside. I mean, if you get hit back, it's an instant loss. And if you get away with it, so what?
Yeah, I agree. No hit here. You've got a strong anchor.
It's a risky. I don't think the difference in the hip count warrants a desperation hit.
Oh, pip count doesn't matter. You get a solid holding game.
No, yeah, it is solid, but you'd have more of an incentive to stop them from running. So, but here you cannot afford.
All right, they did it right. Sometimes the checker doesn't escape. It happened once.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, sure.
I would say more often than not in this position.
Yeah, I mean
I just called it then by calling her 5-2.
Yeah. Okay, so now here White does not want to keep the midpoint. In fact, I don't
They
like
can, they can, they can keep it,
I
they
would
can
play
keep it for the
13.
moment.
I would play 13-8, 13-9. This just leads to awkwardness.
It gives them a bad 6-1 immediately. That's the only reason to
That
think
doesn't
about it.
matter. Doesn't, you don't worry about individual shots.
I sometimes do.
Okay, great roll. Now what's the pip count here? Well, clearly a double and not a take.
Yeah, 15 pips is too much.
Well, it's more than 15 because White foolishly made their ace fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's right. It's
more
I mean,
pips,
you
down the
basically
drain.
you're supposed to add 3 to the pip count. 15 would be enough if it was just raw.
This is not even a thing. Okay.
It's easy to count the pips. You just look at the screen.
Whoa, rock and roll.
Nice retaliation. Another nice one. Take the 4 point and 13-9 looks clear.
We should point out here that 28 teams started. We are now down to the final 4.
Whoa, no. 13-8 is certainly right. Oh, this is ugly. As Malcolm would say about 9-4, that hurts my eyes. And this isn't even close. I mean, you're leaving a couple of indirect shots, so what? I mean, you got to have structure. I mean, yeah, White's got the stronger board. Yeah, Black's got a couple of the plus to worry about, but that's good. Not quite worth it, I don't think. I've seen worse cubes, but I mean, the threats are certainly there. Just they're not huge, and the overall advantage if White doesn't roll a good number is very small.
Whoa.
Oops. And then there was the market loss. But
I would have doubled that. I think it was enough.
Okay, well, now it's a trivial play on, certainly.
Yeah.
It's not even worth thinking about. Certainly down with a 4. I would be inclined to split, right? I mean, 9-8 does put it bear on the 2 point. You know, both plays are reasonable. This I don't see. I mean, your big focus is making the 2 point or not letting the other guy make it. The back, well, as long as we're here, might as well hit him.
Yeah, I like plays like they made with both back checkers.
Yeah, 23, 22. Yes, yeah.
I like to go after the third checker gets 2 on the bar when the number of attackers is small if you play purely for the blitz.
But here with a 5 point board, your big focus is
I mean, it's
not
the
hitting
blitz.
the third checker.
I really like
the blitz connectivity. The blitz connectivity concept that Roberti promulgated. So this is fine. Now you should definitely be getting checkers to the zone. So
this is straightforward stuff. Every checker aiming at the 2 point. Next checker in 7-5 is easy. And you keep your eye on the back checker, make sure it doesn't get stuckied. But
yeah, now 8-7 is going to maximize the value of your 5s and 3s, which are blocked.
Seven to 6 is clear. 4th builder.
The audience wants double 2s from Black.
We don't worry about double 2s.
No, the audience wants double 2s. I said I'm not worried about double 2s. I'm just making a funny or unfunny comment?
Well, I haven't closed it yet. Sort of annoyance. Yeah, this is problem. Well, it's a problem with this, in that some of your sixes would leave a shot.
Well,
So
okay.
I think
Yeah,
this is a little better. It's the
yeah,
same.
yeah. So the
same
only thing that
builders.
leaves a shot, the only thing that leaves a shot after the play they first made is 6-5 direct shot. I mean,
Yeah, but why not distribute your outfield checkers so they can go
well,
where they want?
well, what I'm saying is this is safer as well as better, is nicely distributed, and double sixes would be a problem the other way as well as, and here it's not. So, and double fives would have been a problem the other way, but here it's not so bad.
Does white's
It's-
hit? Does white's hit?
It's certainly hit. This is not
Yeah.
even an issue. You do not want that anchor, them to get that anchor.
Well, yeah.
You just do it.
Yeah, you could switch to the 2-point as an interesting alternative instead of this.
Why?
But
You got four
well,
builders. Got four builders.
yeah, yeah. But I'm not saying this is wrong because I don't know, but
This is like clearly
switching to the 2-point. The problem is that
you-
they
if you
can get
switch and
control of the
you
outfield.
switch and get hit, you could be in trouble.
Well, you could be in trouble here too if you get hit. See,
Yeah, but
and if they
they
make
don't
the
get
anchor, it's
everybody.
low.
They don't get
versus
everybody
no anchor.
out when they get hit. This is the right play.
It's
Okay.
it may be the right play, but you should look at everything.
All right. Now they just have to bring it home. This is their one danger roll. There's nothing you can do about it. So, wait a minute. They can play 3-1 here.
No, they have no. They
I
just
just-
they just picked up their dice. They were just looking at it before they picked
Oh,
up their
okay.
dice.
They're doing fine now. Some backgammon danger, probably about 15%. More. This did not help the backgammon chances, and is maybe leaving a shot next turn. Nothing they can do. Well, I mean, they could take 3 off and leave the direct shot now, but I wouldn't do that. Aha, now we're
Oh,
beginning
backgammons are in there.
back to backgammon territory here.
Oh, this is a tough one. Do we take two off?
Definitely take 2 off.
Definitely.
Definitely, backgammon chances easily outweigh the safety issue.
Yeah, because they're going to have 11 checkers off even if they get hit. We're talking about it.
I mean, there's a substantial chance that checker off is difference between a backgammon and not, and it takes a parlay to get hit.
Oh, I would scoop those checkers off fast. Just rip them off. I mean, when the risk is so low and the gain is so high, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look even close to me.
Yeah, there's only if he stays on the bar, there's only 20 numbers to leave a shot. So that's four ninths times 5/9 times 1136, right? So
We're discussing it.
that's a sort of times winning. Okay, now this can't be. I mean, they might be a favorite to save the backgammon here, if they do this.
Yeah, I would estimate the piggy play will get a backgammon probably 20% more of the time at least. I haven't
Huge.
got
It's
I
huge.
haven't gotten
I
to
don't
the
know what it
numbers,
is, but
but
it's
it's
huge.
certainly substantial.
Yeah.
And that's considerably less than the danger of leaving a shot and getting hit and costing. All right, so now the big question. Who's arguing for the piggy play and who's arguing for the safe play?
Well, I'm afraid I'm taking 2 off as well. But the
No,
only thing is,
I'm talking about between KG and Karen.
oh, right.
We'll find out later, I imagine.
I actually do think it's going to be closer than you're saying, though, Kit, but we'll see. We will see. I think it's, because it does lose a gammon every time.
I don't think it's close in equity
You don't
terms.
necessarily.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Let's say you get hit, you still have substantial gammon chances. Substantial.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can cash later after you get hit if you need to cash. But if
you never,
you won't
you know,
even
you can't-
cash. You won't even cash right away.
You never lose the game. There's
Yeah,
no risk.
yeah, virtually never. That's right.
All right, they did the right thing. Now let's see if it pays off. They need to roll doubles on the next roll for it to pay, but sometimes it happens. Oh, just a dull gammon. Oh well.
So I put the doubling decision before the double fives into XG just now, and it says it was a double by over 0.1.
So a blunder not to double.
Okay, certainly.
Yeah, in other words,
certainly hit
KG
with
and
the
Karen
ace. I would
last
play
game.
13-8 with the 5. Assets are everything. Whoa, hold it.
Well, this is a cube. Oh, they've missed a cube.
Hold it. We're behind in the match.
Yes, yeah, they missed a cube there.
I'd certainly be looking at turning the cube there.
Yeah, it's a trivial take, but maybe a double.
Either make the 21 point or the bar point. I don't know which is better. They both.
I like the bar point.
I mean, making the bar point cuts down the immediate counterattack.
Yeah. This is a great roll, a great reply for them to make the 9 point.
Yes, it certainly is. I'd still be tempted to double, but now it's easy. Just following the principle, clear advantage and definite real threats, even though there aren't that many of them.
I'm trailing in the match as well. It's just.
No, I would double this. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah. You got 10 in the zone. You got a stronger inner board. Lots over there, and
the usual principle is if you have to think this long about it, you have a double.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I mean, basically, you have to find an excuse not to double. I mean, you always have an excuse to double. You're winning the damn game. That in itself is an excuse to double. So what's the excuse not to double? The only real excuse is no market. There's few market losers, but they've got some.
They've got a whole bunch of.
I got whose time is going now.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
White's time is going.
White's time is still going. Maybe they should be told about it.
Yeah. What?
So determining
they haven't picked up their dice after making the move on the board.
Huh?
But they will. I mean, in other words, White is not, White. They have not officially played. Oh, now they did.
No, they were thinking about doubling.
No.
Actually, White's clock was going.
Exactly. So they had to be thinking.
So if White's clock was going, then they were thinking about their previous play, which was bar 23.
No, they were thinking about taking. Oh, that's right. It was White.
No, the doubling cube is in the middle, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't see the cube. Where's the cube on their side?
There's a cube 128.
I can't fathom what's going on here. I guess it was a double take. Okay.
But there's a cube on 128 there.
I didn't even see that the cube was being given.
Okay, this looks like the right 6-2 to me.
Yeah, I'm
fairly well balanced, and you can play aggressively with the
too.
stronger board.
It inhibits their board building, White's board building, to come out.
This is a close choice. You can hit 2, or you can play the safer 24, 23, 13 to 8. I would be inclined to make the safer play here.
The 20, just for anybody listening, the 23 point is a lot more valuable here than it normally is because the 8 point of your opponent isn't made.
Yeah, and the bar point is.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and if you hit twice, you know, you have to feel pretty desperate to hit twice because you can really get creamed, and your attack is, you know, you can attack if they miss you, but you still have a worse board, and getting hit back is terrible. And so you should be thinking defense more than offense, because your offense is hampered by your weaker board and no anchor. But this way, you know, you're behind in the race and all that stuff, but you're safe for the moment. You're safe for the rest of the game with your backcheckers if you want to be. And you know,
A double hit would be your DMP play. It's a more likely play to win, I believe. But I think
yeah, right, and the recube power is less because of the score.
Well, I think you just want to make the best move, whatever it is.
Usually, yeah, usually you do. I mean, I wouldn't.
Oh, they're looking at a hybrid play of 24, 23, and 6 to 1. But what's the point of hitting on the ace point if you aren't going to double hit? You're just exposing a blot. It's not like Black is threatening anything right now. Black's already done it. This doesn't make too much sense. Oh, they did it. Huh, okay. Well, I guess Sparta 23, 18, 14. Huh? Get that checker out of there.
No.
Yeah, you got to protect your lead in the race a little bit in a position like this.
Oh, I mean, there's no reason
If you
to
you minimize your jokers, the jokers against you this way, and you're getting, you know, stepping out of the way of attack, you're getting a checkers free to go.
Okay, so this can't be a thought here, can there?
Well, there is 13, 10, 6 to 1, but it's I don't think it's
No.
I don't think it's a wise thought, but it's a thought.
Oh, that's a nice one. Here. No. Make your 8 point. Come on. Oh, geez, that's a
Yeah,
big,
I'm not sure they even looked. I'm not sure they even saw making the 8 point.
that's a big blunder. Yeah, see, I mean, what happened there is, yeah, I can tell you, psychologically, they're looking, okay, so I'm on roll. I got this back checker. I want to get it out there. Yes, a 6-3 comes out to safety. Boom. Without even looking. This is the most common type of error that everybody makes. Not looking at all the possibilities.
Are you listening, GG?
Well, they can do it
Yes,
again.
I am.
Yeah, this time they saw it.
The biggest mistake people make, was it Kit or Marty said, the biggest mistake
Kit who said that.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, but
They don't.
can I just point out the
see that the red
reviewer
flags
is
are
not
legal.
calling that a blunder, by the way.
Yeah, no, I was gonna look at it in XG. I wasn't sure either, but
What the hell with XG? Just look at the position.
well,
I like the blocking
if
play.
if XG says running was right in that position, I'll believe XG. I don't know what XG says, but I would have probably made the 8 point just because of what Kit said. It looks so good, but
I don't. This is
it's somewhat hard to get all those checkers so safe.
This is a little scary. Could be right. I think we're going to be coming in with a 4 here. White's got some attack, but there's a lot of work to be done.
I like this player only playing with one blot.
I guess you play 8-6 and 2-1.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, hitting loose and pick and pass that seems to have more to lose than to gain. There we go. I mean, White should be thinking mostly gammon avoidance, with some chance of winning.
Yeah.
Only one, well, get on the road.
So about that 6-3, XG says it's a modest size mistake, 0.04.
Oh no, I don't think black can risk.
I know.
I don't think
The
white.
split, I like this.
Yeah.
White's got the stronger board. Black has the inner blot. This is not that dangerous. This is a play to win.
I would split as well.
Admit I didn't see it at first, but once I looked at it, I liked it.
Yeah, that's nice. It duplicates too.
Yeah, unfortunately, duplication may be overrated if White rolls double twos. No, I mean it's not a joke in that.
Well, yeah, no,
One two doesn't hurt you that much. And we've already seen that White doesn't even want the two that splits because White didn't take it when he could have last time. So it's a pseudo duplication. This duplication only is important when the opponent has two things they really want to do equally badly. And that's not the case here. White doesn't want to split with the two that badly, since he didn't even do it last time. I mean, the play's the right play. Black's play is right just because it puts the checkers where they belong. But the duplication part is actually a negative because it does give the double twos joker full power. Now, if you're going to play it, you might as well play it big, and I think you would. I mean, getting hit is not that bad. Black does have a blot. White does have the stronger board. Even getting hit might even give you some flexibility in Black's side of the board. And if you don't get hit, you could do it all. I would play 13-11, 13-8.
Agreed.
Tim, what are you thinking on that?
Yeah, I just think you just play big. I'm in agreement. I'm not saying anything when I agree with what they're saying.
So it's a good principle that when you're in trouble, don't worry about your opponent's good rolls. Assume they're going to roll badly. If they roll well, you're in deep doo-doo anyway. Ace is not a big deal here, I don't think. Sort of play I just at the table don't worry about very much. You just make the one that feels right. I think you lose more than you gain by trying to calculate all these things.
Yeah, the question is like, do you split your midpoint? No, I would say no.
No, you're not going to do that.
And then I say, all right, what about other numbers? I mean, then do you push up or do you play 6-5 and 6? Staying back on the 21-point gains a little bit. On a few funky looking threes, whatever, but from White. But I think it matters very little. Would have mattered very little that ace.
Yeah, I think it's important, particularly with time issues, to have a good sense of what plays matter and what plays don't matter much. And if you can see that the equity swing in your play isn't going to be more than 0.01, whatever the hell you do, and you probably can't figure it out anyway. Just do it.
We have a question. It doesn't look like it would be a gammon. Why are they not doubling?
The cube's already been turned, that's
It's
why.
already been turned.
Yeah, white owns the cube. I guess they're still thinking about this double deuce.
Yeah, it is interesting whether to leave the checker on the 20 point or not.
Well, they could have made a temporary 5-point prime.
Yeah.
No,
That
that
was
would be
it was an
wasted.
interesting position, and
What,
there was
you
probably
want outfield coverage in case your opponent rolls a 2-5 or a 2-6. That's what you're looking for.
well, that's one thing you're looking for.
No, that's all that matters, basically. That's the
Yeah,
whole
well,
thing.
you also want to attack a blot left behind, and for that purpose, making the 9-point was not very good because it doesn't the builder this way they've got both those things, outfield control and
right.
attackers
Yeah,
that they
I would
slip.
not have liked making the 9-point.
No, I don't think so either.
That's what I would have rejected
Well,
immediately.
the idea would be, okay, well, in case they start fiddling or they roll double twos, they roll something later, well, at least we have a 5-point prime. But it was worse for coverage. It was worse for long-term building.
You wouldn't want a 5-point prime. You'd want better
distribution. Especially if you already have your 3-point and you make your 9-point. Now I would just go 12-9. I mean,
I play 12 to
I just
9.
go 12-9. I mean,
It's
a big parlay to lose, and you're increasing your chance to make 4-point.
You just make the 4-point. More builders for the 4-point.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, look, if they could have slotted the 4-point without breaking the bar point, they should have. In fact, it wouldn't even surprise me if 7-4, 7-1 was the best play.
I would not do that against a 3-point board.
Yeah, it's not like you're afraid of getting hit.
Somewhat afraid against a 3-point board.
Well, I mean, it gives the.
But I would do this very quickly.
But thematically, you're trying to make the 4-point.
There it is.
Bingo.
There it is. Now they should tend to clear the bar point if they can next turn. That's no longer an asset. If you don't clear it soon, 5s are going to be not so happy.
Question is, why isn't it an asset?
Because you're not trying to block the opponent.
Because 5s are not a happy.
You're happy to squeeze them out. I would play 7-4, I would certainly break the bar point. I would not do this. Well, I guess this makes some sense, but it's not the best. It's not the best distribution. It's not the best distribution. If you're going to do this, just play 7-3.
I think they're being seduced by the prospect of a 5-1. Leaving 3 blots. But I would just break the.
Is this a start?
They played a 3 and they have 1 left, right? So I'm looking at a 1.
You just want the best distribution. Well, this is okay.
It's okay. Yeah, they say okay. We can gammon them sometimes if they roll a 5, especially a 5-1.
Well, it's not only that. The other guy can win sometimes when you have to clear the 8-point and they roll boxes. The race. It's not like the race is gin. So this.
So this
is wrong. Hold the 8-point.
I would hold the 8-point.
Whatever you do, hold the 8-point.
We've got a question. Why they don't understand why you hold the 8-point.
Because if the other guy rolls 6-4, 6-6, or 6-5, this race is not gin. You have to keep that in mind. The race is
What's the difference between that and double 5s?
Well, okay. So double 5s, if you get hit, at least you have a lurker back in the back there. You can come in with 1 checker, maybe contain the two checkers that escape with a double five if you live
But-
on the 7-point. That's why
Well,
one reason I would
sometimes-
leave a blot on the 7-point.
Plus, sometimes he
Probably.
rolls. Sometimes he rolls 5-1.
Yeah,
It
that's what I
happens.
was,
Yeah, and then
that's,
five-
that's
there's
what I was trying
5-1.
to say, yeah.
And then there's, if you play like 6-3 here, if you go 6-3, 5-4, you've got a bunch of gammon chances. And you know, 5-1 is a horrible anti-joker for white. 5-5 leaves you some chance of lurking back in their board and waiting for a shot as they try to come home. And 6-6 just gains more, you know, it just gets farther forward for them to
This looks
raise.
like the right play to me.
Yeah, and so this is, you know, now Black's in a little bit of danger, but
Well, how do you play this?
How do you play this? I don't know.
Whoa!
oh no, they're trying to make an illegal play. Okay,
Yeah.
so first they have to come in, and then they.
Well, but do you come in and hit with a 6? I think you do.
I think you do. That's, you know, I would never do this if they had a 3-point board. Well, if they had a 2-point board, I would. They've got a 2-point board, so I just do this because they have a lot of work to do to get home.
Well, the point is, if you make the safer play, there's risks also.
Yeah, there's a lot of risk. There's a lot of risk. I mean, it's a trade-off. And they hope to come in with 2 checkers, obviously, which they do not do.
White has chances now.
Just the safest possible, I think, is that.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just make the 1 point.
Cover it up. Come in with a 6 and cover.
Yeah, you don't, because if you come in before, you have no good 6. You have to come out and let them hit you directly. Yeah, there's not much to think about here. There you go.
Let's see what the white can come up with. United we stand, and divided we fall.
And there's the fatal lozenge. Okay, well, they're not thinking about anything substantial. They're just gonna have to hit.
You might as well hit. 1/9 of the time, the bad guys flunk. It happens.
Right, and we'll miss with a few other rolls.
Never underestimate the value of hitting in any position. Sometimes they flunk.
This is clearly right. You can't possibly.
No, there's no. You know, otherwise,
Okay,
you know,
we have another question. When are they going to double?
If the cube
they're going to double when they have like
Black
huge
when
winning
is he gonna
chances
double?
and hardly any.
Christine,
winning
white
gammon
owns the
chances.
cube. Nobody's doubling anything.
Yeah, white would only double
White would double when they have a
much
double, but
much farther, you know, along.
they're not close to it, or never, and haven't been.
Kid, I'm just
All
asking
right.
the questions that are being written down.
Yeah, I know, but tell them the answer. The white owns the cube. They don't see that.
Yeah, so I would hit with a 3 and then look for a 2. Because I think that Specter's sort of very well placed on the 14-point. And because it's indirectly aiming at the 2-point. So
15,
you know, you
12,
can play
12
15 to 10 is what I would do.
Yeah,
15 to-
well,
hit
10,
that
that
thing.
10 gets you in double 4 range.
Right.
That looks pretty good. But this
And you
is
even have a double 5 from Siberia, 22-2.
yeah, I know. I mean, it's just, but again, this sort of play is not a big deal. You just do what looks right.
There we go.
That looks right.
Okay. Now,
Now
Black
don't
should be
put
playing-
your
Black
spare
should be
checkers 6
playing his
apart.
pair in very aggressively. Don't worry about double 6s or anything like that. Just put the checkers where they belong. You know, on the 5 and 4 points and on the 6-point. Nice and well distributed. Play aggressively for the gammon. Don't worry about leaving a shot.
So Steve will be very relieved at the moment because he would have been behind the trap play, and when it was going wrong, he would have been panicking.
Yeah. They got the first 2 right, just 13-8, 10-5.
Yeah.
Now 10-5.
This This is very negative play, negative thinking play.
It's not a question of leaving it safe on double sixes. Well, it's a
Uh,
question of you don't even worry about. You don't even
So
think
they
about
can't
double sixes
they
here.
can't do it anyway.
Whether they can or not doesn't matter. You just
Now
put the
that now that's
checkers
what
where they belong.
that one is probably right, but 5-4 was also good. Now they just bear one off.
They'll come in with a one and no whoops.
No, get one off now. Don't prepare to get two off later.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, perfecto. I think you just clear the 6 point because it allows you to hold the 5 point board longer. All right. Now the plays are going to be pretty much forced for everybody.
Except this.
No,
Oh no, don't do that. Take it off. Take it off.
Take it off. Don't worry about
Take it off.
safety.
But only take
That's
one off,
funny.
not two.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't leave a direct shot now, but don't worry about leaving a shot later. I mean, this is like 1,000%.
Yeah.
Okay, now the scramble. It's going to be close.
Yeah, going to the 16 was slightly better. This probably I'd go to the 15, but not sure.
It's going to be close. Into the 6 point. No wastage with that checker.
Yeah.
Oh,
he misses. They miss.
yes. Now it's not close. Oh, that's cute.
Oh wait.
I mean, this
Count this.
misses on a lot of numbers.
There's six misses here.
Yeah, I wouldn't have played that so fast. Well, it wasn't close. Okay. Tied it up. Oh, for this head. Keep trucking. Get out of that danger place. Big hit. I would split with a 3, right? Oh, certainly hit with a certainly hit with a 2. I don't like this. It strips the midpoint. The extra builder isn't that valuable. And splitting could be very important. Oh, here's an ugly 6. Yeah, I guess that's right, just because it doesn't leave another blot.
It's not clear to me. I would seriously consider 13-7 because the blot in the inner board actually could be disadvantageous if you get attacked right away. Although it could be advantageous, but I think very often in a position like that, you'll slot the bar.
Now here's an interesting problem. Do you make the 5 point or do you make the 4 point? I, for one, would make the. I'm not sure. I would certainly make the 5 point. If I weren't split in the other side, I would definitely make the 5 point. Yeah. I think it's right here, but I'm not sure.
It's because of the stack on the 6 that I'd make the 5 point.
Often I talk myself into making the 4 point, and I'm often sorry I did.
There we go. All right, this game is about over. Huge double, and I don't think black can take.
We're thinking whether it's too good or not.
No, it can't be too good.
Yeah, with a pip count like this is one indication, and I when in doubt in a position like this, you just cash, or maybe they'll take once in a blue moon because of too many substances.
Black could have a strong position very quickly.
That's very true. If you can see resurrection variations clearly, then you want to cash.
Just make the 3-point. Well, 14-9 is clear. I think you're supposed to play 24-23 here, largely because your opponent's 8-point is stripped, so it takes some of the damage out of his 4-1 and 5-2 rolls.
That's
Yeah,
good.
no, yeah. So if they had a better position up front, if they had their 4-point, I think I might, or the 5-point, I think I might lift the plot. But with only the 3-point, I would leave the builder on the 9.
So no, it's definitely out and down on a position like this.
Yeah, that certainly does look better.
When only one checker back.
Yeah, and a better board as well.
Yeah, we want contact as black. Got it right.
All right, here comes an imaginative play. Stack them up.
I find these hard.
Oh, there's some case for hitting loose, but I don't think it's really gains. I don't think it's worth it.
I think it's
It's sort of a desperation play to hit loose in
it's
a
not
way.
that desperation. I mean,
you're trying to cut the communication, but
it's not like you're stripping the 8-point.
You're not stripping the 8-point. You're cutting the communication of their 2 back checkers, but
there's 13.
The blot on the 8th point is a liability now, and it might be a liability for later. What you're doing is you're just saying, okay, I'll incur the liability to prevent them.
Yeah, we're going to stop them from making the 5-point with a 6-3. That's such a bad idea.
They should just come out to the 16-point.
I'm not sure about this.
I'm pretty sure. It's similar to what happens in the opening if you get hit with a 5, loose with a 5.
Oh, now White's got. Oh my gosh! Look at this. Well, 2 down. Make the ace point, of course, and come out.
Come out.
24-18. Yeah, it plays itself.
Sometimes they miss, right?
And even if they hit, they do so at their own risk.
Yeah, no, of course it's. While black has got some blots going on.
Oh, this is a nice roll. Hit, make the 4-point, and 13-9.
Yep.
That is a really nice roll. And if White flunks, might see a cube, but White didn't. Coming out is clear. Sometimes they miss. It's just a double shot. Just pretend it's a 4-point board. Same double shot. I don't think black can justify doubling here.
Black, yeah, no.
I mean, there's this thing about the race,
Gee, what's
happening here? No.
Well, I don't know what's the right play here.
Well, it could be this. It could be that you go to the 16-point instead, because it's better coverage of your outfield.
Now keep in mind, black is behind in the race, so whatever black does wants to make the better play for the race, for the contact.
Yeah, for the contact, right? I don't think this is good for the contact. It's 22-16.
Well, there's also 13-7.
Well, did anybody consider just staying back with both?
Yeah,
I consider staying back with both. But I tended not to like it but it might be right. I mean, it might be.
That's what I would have done. I know that.
Yeah, it might be because you could anchor on the 21-point, and it's
getting pointed on just isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that looks right. Well, the race is closer, but
it's still bad.
I would not run the back checker.
No.
I just, do the obvious 15-9, 13-8, and let nature take its course.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you're only 8 pips behind, so you don't want to play fiddly games like making the 1-point, leaving a blot outside. But you do want to stay back. And now they say, well, does our 8-pip lead plus some attacking chances give us a double? And it might.
Oh God, no. I mean, what attacking chances? I mean, so you point on him, it doesn't even gain that much.
Yeah. It gains something, but at 5 away, you're certainly not going to double. And I might not even double it.
Well, the thing is,
I might double if I were way behind or something, but
it's an awkward structure. That's White's problem. White's numbers don't play that easily, unless he rolls a perfecta.
Yeah.
Say White rolls, 6-2. Where does he play? 13 to 7, 8 to 6. Boy, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? I mean,
I like 2-1 better than 6-2.
There's no, what's happening here with the clock? There's nothing going on.
They're thinking about doubling, I guess.
But the clock wasn't running. That's strange.
Well, I don't. Maybe they're
So
maybe there's a pause, a bathroom break, or something. I think you can do that on Heroes.
right. Yes. Yeah.
Sounds like a good thing for me to do.
Well, anyway, in this middle of this break, we see it's a close match. 4-3 for Kent. Sorry, for Karen and for Kent. So it's a really and yeah, it's really going. The thing I want to comment on most was the game where Black, Jay and Steve played the trap play. It was very risky, and I'm sure at one stage they regretted it, but in the end they nearly got a gammon. So a lot going on in this match, and it's still all to play for. I do think, as Marty and Kit were talking about before, it would have been close to a double for White if the score was different, if White wasn't needs 5, needs 6. So being slightly ahead and being odd away is reasons not to cube when it's getting close to the cubing position. So let's look forward to the end of this close match. Still anybody's match. I saw Merrin sent a message. Hi, Merrin. Congratulations on all your recent wins. Hi, Merrin. Yeah, you've been doing fantastic. I've been noticing. Don't you worry, Merrin.
Here it goes, 3-2. I mean, the big
we've got a little bit of a problem, and then it's not paused on Heroes.
Oh, right.
So hold on, I'm going to call Karen.
Well, the clock hasn't paused. Oh, right.
Well, what is that 128 cube? That looks like they doubled to 4, and Black took.
Wow.
But the cube can't be on 128, so this is a Heroes problem.
Yeah, no, it's on 2 now.
Oh, it's on 2. Okay, all right, a 2. It wasn't
on 2 now. Okay, so they did double it. I think it was a little rich. The point is this: if it were a straight race, this would be a borderline double. So the question you have to ask is, who does the contact favor? And I think here it favors Black, because White's numbers play so awkwardly.
I wish I could see this. I can't see the race without counting it.
Well, 104 to it's 104
to 108.
108 for Black and 104 for White after the roll.
After the roll.
Right.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
In that case, I think contact favors Black. If he
was that's not clear. So that's not so clear to me. And they own the cube at 2 after this play. Well, that's a factor.
Before it favored Black, but now it's.
I think I would have run with that 6-3 just like they did.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Black's aiming for
White was whether you make an ugly play. Like
Black's aiming for filling at the 5-point. White should, I think, play 6-4 with the last 2. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not. These things are not huge at all. You should make sure not to be too light on the 4-point.
This can't be right.
Cannot be right.
4 men on the bar point is just wrong.
Yeah.
You want to diversify above everything else,
which they will now do.
Well, somewhat.
They'll go 7-5, right? No, I would not go 7-3.
This is probably a little better.
It's better, yeah, sure.
But the thing you want to do is you want to have checkers on the 5 and 4 points. You want to diversify in the outfield so that whatever number you roll, you can put the checkers where you want them. It's,
Right.
it's really a very simple theme.
That's right. And luckily, their checker on the 8-point works well with a light 4-point. That's
So
another
black-
thing to be aware of. So they filled their 4-point and they bore off.
So black should be super aggressive with a 4 cube here. If he gets to as little as 60%, I think he'll be doubling.
Well, I wouldn't say super aggressive. I mean, it's mostly slightly better. I would play 4-2 with it.
Yeah, I need 6. Getting 4 points is just well. That's my.
Yeah, the
Oh,
deuce is not a big deal there. I don't know the answer.
I disagree with you. I think it's a pretty big deal.
Being way behind in the race now they're even.
Well, you just assume you won't be, but in other words, assume you're going to roll well and say, where do you want your checkers after you roll well?
No.
Yeah, there we go.
It's getting close.
Oh.
That didn't help much. Still certainly within shooting range here. That's a big one. That's a little one. All right, White's a good favorite now. That needs doubles and for White to roll very badly. White didn't roll badly, so that's that. It's 6-3. At this score, Black should probably make the 2-point because he's looking for more gammonish positions. White hits, of course, with a 5-3. Probably bar to 22, 13-8 would be. Maybe this is better. I don't know.
Yeah.
He hasn't even found my play yet. No. I think this is a little overextended.
Yeah, that's the case where the blot on the 1 point is just, the only reason to put it there is to gain that tempo, but then they're not threatening that much anyway.
No.
I'm not so sure I like this.
What are they?
I would use the 4 to make the bar point.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and then
you're
the
right.
6 to come down.
Yeah.
And now if you don't hit with a 4, you're stuck with a inferior bar point holding game. And, it's not terrible, obviously, but you've basically lost the advantage of White having no place to land. Now White can land any place. There's that checker, which should have been back on the 24 point. That's the goalkeeper. It stops White from just flooding his men in. Okay, so now we have a routine bar point holding game. Every man White can put on the 8-point is an asset. It's a nice asset because it gives him time to wait for his eventual doubles.
Okay.
6-4 is the right good. You want piles on that 8-point.
How much ahead in the race is White now?
Doesn't matter. I mean, he's ahead in the race. You just want to sit and wait for your eventual doubles. That's all.
Yeah, well, yeah, but there's got to be a point where even at this score, because there's no gammons, that White has got to consider a double if he's far enough ahead.
He's not far ahead, not far enough ahead. He's
that's
5 pips ahead before
the. Okay, cheers, Marty. That's what I was asking. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not even close to it. Doubling range.
I can't see the pip count, Kate.
It's after the roll. Who's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be.
That's not on your screen that you're
Yeah,
looking
it's
at?
okay. So
No,
11,
no.
11
And I'm
pips
scared
ahead
of
with
change.
black
I'm
on
scared
roll.
of changing the screen in case I lose everything. So I
Oh.
can see the top players' pip count, but not the bottom players.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
After
Oh,
this 5-2, it's 122 black, 118 white.
Thanks very much. So it's a close race.
oh yeah. Black should be getting off the midpoint as soon as he can. Do so conveniently. There's virtually no gain in holding the midpoint for black here. He wants to bring those men down and put them where they belong. This is a good play. Diversify, diversify. This is okay, but 7-5 diversifies. It's better. Black does not need his bar point. That's not part of his game plan. Now 2 down, no thought. That's the idea. Now black can fill in his board smoothly and wait. Correct to pay later. That's right. Make a point, start a point. 7-3. I'm sorry, 7-4, 7-2.
Marin's giving me some advice, so I'm either going to get the pip count or I'm going to go away completely.
Nope. There's the Joker.
Okay, 51, 70, 75 for white,
the
97 for black.
over.
So it's
The
just,
game's over.
so the game is over. Playing for gammon is inopportune, so just cash. Only 19 pips ahead, 75-94.
This is not even a thought. But I mean, by either side, it's not even a thought. I mean, I don't see what's going on here.
Can they see the pips, the pip count on their board? I guess they can, right?
I've got it. I've got
They
it
can,
now.
they can.
I've got it
even
now.
if they-
Thanks, Marin.
Now, even if they can't, you can just look at the position.
I make the 2 point. I mean, it's, you know, some people think, oh, the 2 point is so ugly and I can't follow it up right, but
Well, this is definitely the 2 point when
I can follow it up okay. So
yeah, when you're trailing by so much, it's definitely making the 2 point. There's no question.
yeah, that extra point in the board will increase your gammon chances. And that's really important for cube action. Now make it, this is a matter of what white is comfortable with. They could have
This is an interesting play here, actually. This is the right money play, but at this score, it might have been right to make the 4 point.
No, I still make the 18 point because you still have good building power and all that stuff, and it's a concrete asset on the other side of the board, which is really valuable. The 4 point is good. It were the 5 point, okay. And the choice for whether to make the 5 point or the 18 point. I make the 5 point, but the 4 point versus 18 point, is often, even a lopsided score like this is often in favor of the 18 point.
I don't object to the play. I just said at the score, there's a very strong argument for making the 4 point. For money or an even match score, I thought 24-18 was clear.
Yeah, I agree. It was clear there too. Okay.
I don't. I have to think about this one. It might be right. I mean, certainly the score-oriented play. White's trying to get out of there. Well, White's achieved his goal. Straightforward game.
If White gets away, he need not get away. He might roll 6-2.
What is this?
This is not they're just, I don't know. 6-2 double threes, 3-1, 4-1. 4-2 is good.
The 11 points could be an asset, could be a liability, depends on what happens. You know, black has to just eat it and play
In the short run, it's
6 to
an hassle
5.
for white.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, 5 down is clear.
Okay, so
unless he wants to clear the 11.
the pip count is now black leads by 7 pips, 121, 128.
Well, 2 off the midpoint is clear. You don't have to think about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, the midpoint is of just no value there. Oh, here's an interesting one.
I would keep that 11 point.
I'd be thinking about this one quite a while.
Because I think after the play, black is ahead by 10 pips, right?
This play is make the 11, 9, and 3. This is clear.
The problem with keeping the 11
you can't make the 11, 9, and 3, I don't think.
The problem with keeping the 11 point is that black holds
right, no,
points,
left, no.
and white can run out of plays.
This is all 4, right? So this was 13 to 9.
I played all 4 now, are they? Right, okay.
Yeah, it's not like you want, but sometimes if the pip count is against you, you want to keep the 11 point rather than the 9 point. I've seen that very, very often, versus smoothing out and trying to play flexibly and keep the midpoint at 8 point. Now the 6-6 was really good for the race. So,
oh yeah, no kidding.
So followed by 3-1. So now white leads by 4 pips, 96 to 100 before the roll. Could have considered 3 to 1 instead of 5 to 3, but not a big deal.
Oh, and we come.
Suddenly the timing shoe is on the other timing foot.
What are we waiting for here?
I keep that 5-point board for sure.
Oh yeah.
Just in case this happens.
Now we have a pause for reflection. I don't think it's right.
No, they can take deeply if it's pretty gammonless. So I would hit first.
Well, if you hit first, you're losing your market.
I know, but I would not think of.
You're losing your market half the time, and when you don't hit, you're a moderate.
Yeah, you're
pretty good underdog.
For sure, it's
this score. I
would consider it. Yeah, it's volatile. It might be volatile.
Good difference between getting to 4 points and getting to 5 points. You
can do an approximate calculation. You can say I win 17 times and I lose. But you might also roll double 5s or something. Or double 4s.
You have definite chances. I mean, you might get a repeater shot. It's not
right. It's true. Yeah. So it's interesting. The only 14 pips behind. Trouble with repeater shots is sometimes you have to break your board. But if you get a repeater, you are
very important. You were 6 away, so the difference between 1 away and 2 away is quite significant. Between 5 away and 4 away is quite significant. Okay, now does black have a play on here? I think so. I don't think there's any downside.
Yeah, there's not much of a downside.
I mean, if black plays, rolls nothing, and white rolls 1-6, black can still cash.
Yep.
So this is one of these positions where it's just entirely safe to play on. Most people don't do it. You don't gain much. I mean, you're only going to get a gammon maybe 2 or 3% of the time. But hey, what the hell? 2 or 3% is 2 or 3%.
So it has cubes, so it just doesn't show it on the screen when for our screen when one side cubes. That's what caused the confusion last time.
Yeah, I know that's a pretty bad flaw in the
Yeah.
construction. Okay, 13-7 is the better play here. Let's make the asset. Every point made is an asset. You just can't underrate that. Okay, well, down and hit is easy. Key roll coming up here. Whew. And we have a mutual holding game.
So the cube decision last game, XG says, is a very small double because of the volatility.
Now, what's the play here? Might be 8-1 hit just to get rid of that damn checker.
I think so.
I don't think this is the right idea. I mean, I understand the logic. You're ahead in the race, but it gives the opponent an attack. It gives the opponent something to attack without gaining that much if it works. And it's usually not right to break the anchor in that position unless you really have to. Yeah, what he's doing looks right. It's no disaster if you hit back, and if you're not, you got something going. With his head, and now he's paying the price for that, for breaking the anchor. Oh, bad miss there. He can run, but he cannot hide. Anyway, that's the play. Oh, almost hits. It's the right play. Start a new point. Every point matters. Just start it. Not a cube. There are just no threats. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, you're gonna have to play 11-10. Whoa, no way.
So if it's a set, the only safe play is 11
No,
to
they're-
10,
Yeah, there you can do 11-10 and switch to the 7-point. That's the only safe play.
And that's
This is
clearly
weird.
the correct play. I mean, getting
Is it-
Oh yeah, you can't leave a shot in a
getting hit is really
very
bad.
close
What,
race.
what's wrong with the
They just have to
structure?
find it. They just haven't found it yet.
Oh,
They don't see that it's legal.
okay, that's possible.
So the 4-3 before to run or do something else. XG likes running by a tiny amount over 13-10, 13-9.
Oh,
8-1 hit was third by 0-4-4. This is
There
an
it
extra
is.
plus.
well done, Steve.
Here we
Then
go.
that was a great play, Steve. Well done, Steve and Jay. That was a great play. Then I didn't see the run. Was
Hold
right.
it. We've got cube considerations, but not at the match score.
I win too many gammons to make and lose win too few games to mess around.
I think this is the right play to come out with a 4.
Got to get out sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, this at this score, doubling, I mean, it's like not good enough and too good at the same time, pretty much. I mean, you don't want to give the opponent a chance to win a 4 cube, and you might win a gammon and just, win the match without taking a risk. So whether black should take or pass if doubled, it's still better not to double.
Definitely too good now.
Yeah.
So it's definitely too good now. So it could be too good take, but it's definitely too good.
Looks right. Builders for the 5 point, clearly 14 point, clear the back anchor. And there we are. This could be for the match.
So white should be super aggressive now. Not playing for the match, not to win the game.
Well, yeah, but he shouldn't overdo it.
Really, I just think he puts everything into making that 1 point, whatever it costs.
Yeah. Oh, of course he tries to make the ace point. But I mean, you don't have to do anything ridiculous about it. It's probably
I'd be doing a banana split.
Well, now does he slot it or not? I don't think so.
No. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that 8-7.
Well,
it depends what his game plan is. If he's planning on slotting it, if he rolls a 6, then it's the right play. But apparently,
well, but I would not be slotting it. I'd be trying to make flexible builder position.
I won't be slotting, but I'll be hitting loose though.
Oh, hitting loose for sure. Yeah. It gives more ways to hit loose, but it's I don't think that was material.
Yeah, there's enough
flexibility.
Somebody wants to know if you gentlemen think that the crowning blow was breaking that 5-point anchor.
Well, XG is telling us that it's a correct play, which is a great play by Steve. It's obviously not worked out for them in this position, but that we can't do one roll trails. It turns out to be an absolutely excellent play and just correct by a tiny margin. But it was very risky. It was because of white didn't have a board at the time.
This play, the what he's doing now, just looks wrong.
Yeah,
you just don't want that dilly builder on the 3 point.
What did he play? 10 to 3. Yeah, I wouldn't play 10 to 3.
You just don't want those dilly builders. Yeah. I would play 7 to 5 here. Good. Pay off to the 1-6. Put the checkers where they belong. That's it. Okay. Got him. Good favorite to win a gammon here. That's right. Flexible position. Great shot, man off. Yeah, this is fine.
So black has only got 1 or 2 rolls
now.
Yeah.
Now his chances are pretty grim. Into the 6 point. Every checker to the 6 point. Simple rule. Getting off the gammon. Play the ace first without even thinking about it. 7 to 6.
Whoops,
oh boy.
That might be
and it's all over.
Well, thank you for your insights.
Oh, we can roll a 2-1 next time. It's not over yet.
Oh,
This would take quite a parlay.
This will be good. Come on, let's cheer it on. Let's cheer it on.
This would take quite a parlay. Black rolls doubles, white rolls 2-1, black rolls doubles,
And
white
that's it.
doesn't. Oh, it
Yeah,
didn't
so
happen.
like I said, thanks. Well played for everybody. Well played, and thanks, Kit and Marty for joining me. Both two players that I've admired for your PRs and your thoughts for a long time. So it was great to get the chance to talk to you both, to commentate with you both. So
Oh, my pleasure.
congratulations.
For gosh sake, Tim, you're a fine player. My gosh.
We'd like to thank everybody. Great commentary. And also,